Hi everybody. My technique that I am going to demonstrate today is forest bathing. Two really good books to help you if you really want to get to understand forest bathing a little more is these two. So essentially, a common misconception of forest bathing is that it's hiking, and it's actually not. The purpose of forest bathing is to immerse yourself into nature with no expectations, no, like nothing that you're really working towards other than to just be one with nature. It's good to, start to like figure out your senses, and in a second I'll explain that more. But forest bathing is really good because it suppresses the sympathetic fight or flight system in our bodies that we're learning about through our Body Keeps scorebook, and also it enhances the parasympathetic or rest and recover part, the PNS. Sorry, my brain's crazy. But so essentially with forest bathing, a really good idea or thing to start with is what I'm going to do today and what you'll watch me do today. And that's to honestly do nothing and to really focus on enhancing your senses. Like, what do I see? What do I hear? What do I smell? What do I feel? Or taste? Anything like that. In this book specifically, there have a little bit more of like skills and practices that you can start implementing, like if you talk to the water and ask it questions and stuff like that. But I think the best part is really just to start in the beginning, and that's just to become one with nature. So I'm at my local gun club, and I obviously have access to some beautiful forest areas where I live. This doesn't need to be in any beautiful big forest. It could be in anything with trees or plants. Even your at-home plants, like I'm a plant mom myself. So anything that connects you with nature, it's a good time to just be silent. If you find it's hard for you to stop your racing thoughts in your head, I'd really suggest identifying senses you feel or hear or see, in your own brain. That starts to bring you down and make you one with nature. But I will stop talking now and you can watch me do some forest bathing. So I am just going to do really quick what I do like when I am out here and I'm having a hard time getting the thoughts in my head to shut off. So this is kind of what I touched on in the beginning of the movie. So I'll start with like what I see. So I see the river and I see the trees, and I don't see any animals. There's some ants that I see. I hear the birds singing their morning wake-up song. I can hear faint traffic in the background just because that's kind of how it is. I can hear the water from the river running as it goes over the fake dam. I can smell nothing really. I guess I smell just like nature. The pollen isn't too bad right now. The mud doesn't smell. It smells really pleasant and clean. I feel the water because I choose to wear sandals when I do this, because feeling the cold water on my feet is really good for waking me up and bringing me back down to earth. I don't taste anything. Yeah. So as you can see, as I start to list the senses, if I go through what I'm experiencing, it really starts to bring me down, kind of settles me out. And it's just a really beautiful way of joining nature. I just find a stump, and I know this isn't for everybody because not everyone likes to be in nature and around bugs and dirt, but it's a really good way to start getting yourself out there. Especially COVID really brought us in, so this is a really good way to start immersing yourself back in the nature. In those books, they really talk about how the nature is calling us back, because the trees need us as well. So a good place to really voice some like concerns or stressors that you have is really to talk to a tree. And I know that sounds crazy and that's kind of like a foo-foo maybe idea, but it helps when you have things built up inside of you or things you're feeling and you don't feel safe to express it to an object that really, it won't hurt you in its response, and it will take what you're saying and probably grow with it. So I hope this was a helpful understanding of what forest bathing is. If anyone has questions, feel free to reach out. I am all for it. And one suggestion, when you forest bathe, wear something that's comfortable, something that you're okay with getting dirty in. And I highly recommend sandals, just because I hate wet socks, and I really think getting your feet wet, if there is a river where you're doing this at, or any kind of creek, is so beneficial. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope, oh, jeez, things go well for you.